Greetings, my name is Caroline Hawley, and I would like to take you on a brief tour of the literature map that I've created around the research question of whether intercultural competence can be learned online. So first off, what is intercultural competence? There's a whole set of questions that need to be answered here, and probably the simplest explanation is brought to us by Fantini, which is that it is a complex of abilities needed to perform effectively and appropriately when interacting with others who are linguistically and culturally different from oneself. It's a skill set that is become more important as of late with increased globalization and people working in different cultures or with folks from different cultures. And it's especially important in certain regions like the European Union, where there's a lot of interaction between cultures in the workplace. But it's also heavily emphasized in intercultural exchange at the high school and college level. And that's where my interest comes from. So intercultural competence is traditionally taught in a face-to-face setting through actual intercultural exchange, ideally. But now that we have Web 2.0 and a number of online learning tools and strategies that are quite sophisticated, there's more opportunity for intercultural interactions online. And so we get to this question of, can intercultural competence be learned online? And Nananka actually suggested that intercultural competence is learned through a dialogue. That's Panda. A dialogue between tacit and explicit knowledge. So then there's the question of which or what online instructional strategies and technological platforms are best for teaching intercultural competence. And so far, the research that I've come across emphasizes specific strategies. Some of them are specific to do with intercultural competence. Others of the studies are about intercultural exchange. So that is an area that I need to drill down into and make sure that the strategies and technologies I'm looking at are specific to intercultural competence or some aspect of it. What I've seen thus far are tools that allow for one-on-one discussion, asynchronous sessions, video sharing, and storytelling all seem to be useful in this regard. There are several different learning theories that have come up thus far, and I've identified these here: connectivism, cognitive behavioral theory, situated learning, experiential learning, to name a few, that seem to be useful in the underpinning instruction on that promotes intercultural competence. And then we look at which methodologies have been used to approach the different aspects of this question. Whether intercultural competence has been acquired, and which strategies have been effective in its acquisition. There are a number of articles citing quantitative methods for assessing, particularly in the assessment of the acquisition of intercultural competence, and also the instructional strategy. These are some of them: intercultural development inventory, the cultural intelligence measurement, and the multicultural personality questionnaire. And then there are also some qualitative studies, such as scenario-based assessments and critical incident methodology. A study by Wu and Marek looking at developing intercultural competence via social media engagement used qualitative data analysis, including their social media discussions and end-of-study questionnaires, teacher participant journals, all used for their analysis, which they explained they used because the sample number of participants was too small for any kind of quantitative data to be useful in forming generalizations. And also they noted that because the research questions were addressing experiences, perceptions, affordances, and best practices, the qualitative data analysis was thought to be give more opportunities for a richer understanding of the effect of using social media for this purpose. So my takeaway is actually that for my own research, I think I would like to use both quantitative and qualitative inputs. Anyway, that's the tour. I hope you enjoyed it.